So yeah, I guess in case we have any new viewers that are unsure about what's going on, I'm Grease Gossman with Quake Live TV, and we are about to see yet more Quake Live Team Deathmatch 2v2 get underway, and we're gonna see, let's see, what is it? Chronic Insanity on the red team this time, and looks like Plague will be able to get his way over to Mega Health, but he will eat a, I believe it might have been a railgun from afar. And so far, able to maintain his stack, but he's walking in. Now, Plague hasn't really done much. He's shown up to all the fights, but it's all after they end. There's DeHang coming up to get the shot in the ass in order to pick up the second frag.
Okay, and just to clear any confusion here, the tag, the blue team with the one-eyed monster tag is actually Q2. And I think Greases is going, oh shit.
No, I changed the tags a long time ago.
Huh. Maybe it's me then.
Oh goodness. Come on,
Right.
Shelly.
But so far, 7-1 lead here for Q2. DeHang getting a nice pixel rail there, nailing off another one. Scooby taking down Waz with plasma gun in hand. DeHang hanging out here at this yellow armor. Scooby coming in en route to make sure that they have control of this. And moving from this end, this is some nice aggression from Plague going, you know what, you're not going to make it up that pad. You're going to be cut off. And DeHang is going to be getting, you know, not one but two frags down on him. And that was actually a really nice play from Plague right there. And hopefully we'll be seeing more of that as we see the next fight for red armor.
Yeah, Scooby just blue balled DeHang in the ass, and that's going to keep the score pretty close, 10-3. Still pretty close. But the question is, we did see previously Q2 is able to kind of get a lead and hang on to it. With CI though, I'm a little bit worried because we saw them play earlier tonight where if they kind of get down and out, they tend to stay down and out. So I'm hoping that they're able to keep this thing close and keep it interesting.
Nice, and yeah, once again, grabbing that rail, an absolute death trap if, you know, your opponent is in the right place for it. DeHang is in the right place for quad, but unfortunately, that means a lot of LG coming out from CI, and they are doing the damage, making it good, and Plague actually getting another nice one there with MG, moving very quickly, you know, disregarding one opponent in order to make sure he gets back early enough for red armor. But, again, coming in after the fact, Plague, wow, good aggression there with MG, and Plague is going to be able to get one guy off of that, but Scooby, you know, what I really like about the way that these guys have been playing is that one guy goes down, but he's always almost immediately replaced by his teammate.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That being said, it's also useful to point out that both Waz and Scooby are shooting over 70% rockets. I mean, granted, we're only 3.5 minutes into the game, but that's still something impressive, I think, to talk about. Here's Waz
trying to do rail support from from afar, but with 8 health,
right now
I think he's a little more timid. Oh, that was you know, ambush opportunity right there.
He had 8 health, so he needed to be really cautious. But honestly, he's kind of, I would say, almost helping the other team there because, you know, he had an opportunity, honestly, to leave the room. And go restock, and by not doing so, he left himself open to getting fragged. So, 23-6, and the LG kind of comes out a bit late there. Plague gets away with his life without taking too much damage. Finally, we're seeing the rails come out. There it is. DeHang picks up the shot. And here is a...
Indeed he does. Red armor is going to be up. DeHang getting the grab and shoving CI off of that. not quite going aggressive into the courtyard, though. He's dropping down for rail right now and not taking a whole lot of damage. Oh, and nailing Plague there as he tries to exit that room. And so, you know, these guys have not been, you know, overly aggressive. They've been able to go, you know what, this is going to be what we're going to control. We're going to move from one area to the other, but we're not just going to just run willy-nilly from point A to point B. But Plague, again, has been the guy that's kind of picking up a few of these frags that have been, you know, putting some pressure on Q2 right now. But right now with the score of 27-8, they're looking pretty good at the moment.
Well, Plague was able to shut down the quad carrier. There's Dehang showing up with the pummel in order to shut him down. Red is up in 5 seconds. And as we saw earlier tonight, Mega Health only spawns once every 2 minutes. And it looks like Red Armor was grabbed. I'm going to try to find who is controlling that. Looks like it's already been burned off if it was held by anybody for any... it looks like it's Scooby. There we go. We finally get over to him. And, you know, Scooby, I think most times I'm specking him. He's got himself a pretty solid stack. He's you know, very cautious in the fights that he chooses to take. This one's being brought to him, and he was trying to leave that weapon for his teammate, and the fact that he dropped his rocket and never went back to pick it up because he was trying to give it away to Dehang, I think really hurt him in that situation. That being said, he's still alive. He's going to get away with 1 health. And now he's just laughing. He's laughing because he should have been dead eons ago. Dehang might be able to pick this up. He does. 38 health, and he picks up another one. That's a pair for Dehang, 35-10. Yeah, very solid play there. Great survivability by Scooby. And he basically survived long enough to give Dehang opportunities to pick up the pair. So, really, really solid stuff there. Scooby's going to pick up the frag against Waz. And honestly, this is already looking like a very rough-edged CI team. As Q2 is pretty much, well, they're anything but lost on this map.
Oh, but Waz picking up some good deals there with quad, but Dehang just shuts that down. 13 health left to go for him. But again, just really great job making sure that even if they don't get quad, well, they're not going to be getting very far with that. Seeing Dehang here just getting double teamed this time around, and we should be seeing Scooby coming around the corner here, at least on top of Red. And there he is right there, Plague throwing up a lot of grenades, but Dehang taking down Waz and leaving Plague by himself in exactly the same situation that Dehang was just a second ago. But he does take down Dehang with a pair of rails. Really nice work there.
It's kind of lucky.
But after this, yeah.
He got really lucky to not eat a rocket in the ear. You know, he almost had one of those really rude college awakening, you know, like college moments where you wake up and your drunk roommate is standing at the side of your bed and he's pointing something in your ear and it's kind of dark. You're not quite sure what it is and you're just like, this is not going to end well for me. I guess no one else had that experience.
Right. Ooh, Scooby doing some nice whip around rockets. Definitely showing that he can do that in Quake Live, not just Quake 2. But we're almost into the halfway point of this map here. Current score of 44-13. And we're seeing CI a little down at the moment, and as we're seeing them run around, I'm wondering if it's just a matter of coordination, because I'm really just seeing Scooby and Dehang just hunting them down, and coming around the corner, Scooby just taking down Plague once again, and these guys are just walking into a lot, but there's still more than half of the match left to go, so if they read, okay, this isn't working for us, we need to change our game plan, or we need to get a game plan.
Wait,
well,
you just asked them to change the game plan. I'm sorry. That doesn't make sense.
Comebacks happen, man.
They're Quake Live players.
just like yesterday, in Quake World 4v4, we saw like a load of amazing comebacks from like 40 frag deficits. So if it can happen in 4v4, it can happen in 2v2. But
except that it won't.
51-14 is pretty wide.
Because now, if it was the other way around, I would agree with you. But I mentioned this earlier, I think when you weren't here. That CI, they're not the team to come back when they're down. They give up. and this is
Alright,
too
I
much
was
of
just
a
trying to bring a
spread.
little hope into this depressing world. See how it is.
You're being commended for your Scooby-Doo